Thank you. The first question will go to Commissioner Handle. Is it appropriate for the state of Georgia to pursue a lawsuit against the federal government to oppose the federal health care bill in light of the present state budget shortfall?
Absolutely, it is appropriate, and it is more than appropriate, Sue, and for everyone. It is absolutely necessary and imperative that we continue to fight this vigorously in the courtroom. But make no mistake about it, we must also fight vigorously at the ballot box. And as your next governor, I will not only take a lead on the litigation side, but also be sure that I am a leader in making sure that we are moving forward with good conservative leadership like we have here in the state of Georgia, but also across this country, because we will not be able to turn this back by just winning in the courtroom. We must win at the ballot box also.
Congressman Deal, do you need to repeat the question?
No, I don't need you to repeat the question because I've already voted on it a couple of times in terms of what I have said about the federal health care legislation. As you will recall, I was the former chairman under Republican control of the Health Subcommittee in the House of Representatives and the ranking member at the time when this bill was actually passed. My last official vote in Congress was to vote against this bill. I think that's what you wanted as your representative, and I thought that that was what was good for the country. The litigation is important. This is the first piece of legislation that anybody can point to where the federal government is mandating that you must do something, namely buy a private health insurance policy just because you exist. I was the first member of Congress, to my recollection, to go on the floor of the House of Representatives last year, early last year, and say that this is an unconstitutional piece of legislation and to point out the specifics of why it was unconstitutional. I think it is important and imperative we continue the litigation.
Thank you. Ms. Handel, do you have anything to add?
I think we're good.
I'm going to add one other thing. Aside from the personal mandate, there's a mandate on states. And the mandate is that every state has to increase its Medicaid rolls to 133% of the federal poverty level. Now, folks, that is $30,000 for a family of 4. That is a massive increase of the state Medicaid budget, and we simply cannot afford it at the state level. And for that reason also, it needs to be opposed in this litigation.